Hi everyone, Dave Gwynn here, and I'm really excited to show you this brand new piece of software I've been working on called Interest Architect. And what it does will absolutely blow your mind. It helps you find really targeted, like super targeted, hidden Facebook interest keywords that you can use in your ad campaigns. And what I want to do here is demo the software so you can really see the power of it. Now there's just one thing I want to mention here before I continue. This software does work on a Mac computer. So we have it working as native Mac software as well as native PC software. And it doesn't run on the Adobe Air platform. This is complete native software that will work on both Mac and PC. But first, let's just jump into the Facebook ad network here. And I just went in and just created a little sample ad. I didn't really put anything into it, but I just want to show you where you have to put those keywords. You see right here, you got to select the interests of the people you're trying to target your product for. Now let's say, for example, you're selling a t-shirt that is targeted towards nurses. Usually what most marketers will do is come in here and type in the word nurse so that you're going to be targeting people that are interested in nursing. Hopefully they are a nurse. You also have other demographic stuff you can select from, but interest is usually what a lot of marketers concentrate on. Now it turns out that if you're actually trying to target what Facebook is suggesting here, you see if you type in nurse and maybe put a space and type the word A, it may come up with some stuff, and then you maybe type the word B and you come up with a few other things here, and you start just selecting whatever Facebook is suggesting here. You can see I'm just kind of going through here, public health, and you sort of select these things. Now the problem with doing that is the fact that there's probably like 10,000, 20,000 other marketers out there that are creating ads inside of Facebook that are doing the exact same thing. So if you think about that, you're sort of competing with all those other marketers trying to put your ad in front of the same audience. And the problem with that is basically saturation, like banner blindness. The audience is going to get bored of those advertisements, and then you got to really start split testing your images and your text and all that fancy stuff to really dial in your click-through rates. And what I find with your return on investments when you do all that stuff, you'll start to sort of optimize it a little bit, but where the real gold is hiding is in keywords in here that they do not use. Think about it. What if you could find interest keywords that none of the other marketers are using? That basically sends you, kind of directs you right to where the gold is, and you don't have to worry about fighting with those other people with those same interests. And that's what this software will do for you. So let's go through some examples, and you can quickly see how amazing this software is and how you can uncover like literally thousands of interest keywords that you would never have dreamed of. Even if you went and searched all day long on Google trying to look for those keywords, it's still very difficult. Let's check this out. And the software has 6 separate tools in order to help you find all these hidden keywords. Let's just quickly go through them and see how powerful they are. The first one, this tool will actually search fan pages on Facebook. Now, it's well known that fan page names are not really interests. They're not within the Facebook's interest database. But here's what happens. Let's say a fan page has a big audience and there's a lot of people talking about that topic. Well, it will turn out that over time, eventually the name of that page will actually enter into the Facebook interest database just because people are really talking about it. They do things like liking and sharing and doing tagging and hashtags and all that kind of stuff. That's what makes fan pages sort of get into the interest database. So this is still a very powerful thing to use. So let's go ahead and let's say, for example, we type in the word nurse, and what this will do, it will go out to Facebook API system. So this is fully Facebook compliant. There's nothing wrong with using this. You'll never get in trouble. And so what it does, it goes through and grabs all the fan pages that contains the word nurse. And you can see here it found 463 of them. And in addition to not only finding these actual fan pages, the software is also grabbing additional information like the category, what it's about, the number of likes, the number of people talking about that fan page. Also the affinity. The affinity is basically what is the percentage of people talking compared to likes. So that's a really good metric that we've integrated into the software to help you kind of pinpoint which one of these is actually more interesting to the user. Basically, which one is more targeted. Then also there's a whole bunch of other information. If the fan page owner has entered that into their fan page, it will be available over here, like the website, country, state, zip, and city. So let's go ahead and just pause this here and take a look at some of the results. And another really good feature about this is you can actually right click and you can see the corresponding interests that page also likes. So let's say, for example, we go and look at Nurses Rock. If we go right click and select see page interests. Now these are the pages that that particular fan page likes. Well, more specifically, the owner of the page also likes these pages. And in that, usually you'll find a lot of very highly targeted and related pages that you can also extract from. Well, check this out. We've also integrated the ability to grab those page interests and add them into the list here. So you can see it quickly grabbed all 8 of them. And you can also grab a whole bunch of pages, right click, and get all the page interests of those pages. You can see down below it's going through all 13 pages and grabbing the first 25 interests that that page also likes. So you can see just how incredibly powerful this one single tool in this software is. So once you've found a whole bunch of targets, all you have to do is just right click, copy all targets, and go over to your ad into the entrance box and just right click and paste. And then boom, all those targets will show up in here, and now you can quickly go through and see which ones are actually related to what you're trying to sell. Or you can alternatively use the Audience Insights tool right in here, right click and paste into the interest section here, and they all show up here. And now you can utilize the power of the Audience Insights tool, for example, using the page likes and going down looking at the affinity of additional pages that you may have not thought of. So very powerful, and that's basically how you use it. You can also utilize the built-in targets tool. So you can right click, send all targets to the targets tool, and you can do all sorts of stuff in here, like you can clean out the list, you can do commas, you can do 1 per line, and then you can save this on your computer as a file if you'd like as well. Very handy tool, easy to use. Now, one common issue with getting that many targets is the fact that a lot of them may not even be related to what you're trying to promote. So we've built in a couple extra little handy tools here, for example, like instant search. Let's say, for example, you only want to see the results that contain the word nurse. As you type, it will filter everything out. That's one way. You can also use negative keywords. So if you just click on text filters, and down here, let's say, for example, I do not want to see all the words that contain the word nursery because it's not really related to nurses. So nursery like this, and then click apply, and boom, it will remove all those from your list. Very powerful, and you can create a set of text filters for all the different tools in here. Let me show you the Wikipedia tool. This utilizes the Wikipedia API system, and this actually just blows my mind and is by far the favorite tool of mine within the software. It's quite amazing. Like, you gotta check this out. So let's say, for example, let's try a different niche, like for example, fishing. If you type in fishing, you can go over here and you can search by keywords or categories, but let's say we want to do, I don't know, let's say 500, and it's really fast. So you can see here we're at 200, 300, almost 400, almost 500 targets here, interest keywords that we can try. So let's go ahead and right click, and let's copy all these targets, and let's go ahead and paste them into the interests here and see how many show up. So as you can see here, we've got a whole bunch of keywords that we probably would have never dreamed of, like stuff that you just can't think of. And especially when you're trying to work into a niche you don't really know much about, this is going to save you a lot of time. And let's say, for example, you come down to something like this, like Burton Port. I have no idea what that really means, so if you can just select it with your mouse, right click and copy. Well, using the instant search in here, right click and paste, now you can take a look on Wikipedia. What is that? Is it related? And you could take a quick look. It's a fishing village. This could be part of your advertisement because it is related to fishing. Or you can search Google just by clicking this link. So you can just see how powerful and how much time this software will save you. Another powerful feature in a lot of these tools is the ability to do a second level search. So all you have to do is basically select a bunch of these targets, right click, and you can go add selected results to search and go. Adds them to the top of the search here, separated by commas, and now it's going through each one of those words and searching Wikipedia and gathering 500 keywords for each of them. So you can imagine you can get upwards of like 10,000 possible interests within minutes of just working with this tool. So it's extremely powerful, and it's quite shocking at how many interest keywords you can come up with that were just pretty much impossible to think of. Could you imagine trying to come up with these words by searching Google? We've already got 1,214 ideas here. You know, that would just take forever. And trust me, I've done it. I've spent hours and hours on Google hunting around, looking at websites and keywords and all sorts of nonsense, and it just takes forever. This saves you so much time. Now here's another very powerful tool. I call it the movies tool, and what it does, it extracts movie titles or names such as actors, actresses, producers, directors, those kind of things from the Internet Movie Database feed. So this is very powerful, and this really helps for like really targeted niche specific things. Like say for example you're trying to target like you know, the Walking Dead audience. So you type in something like zombies, and you can see it returns 391 movie titles that contain zombies, or it's about zombies. So that's pretty powerful. Like, so right click, let's copy all those targets, and let's go take a look inside of Facebook to see if these come up. And boom, they all come up and with different movie titles and whatnot. It'd take a while to figure that all out on your own, right? Literally, like how long did that take? Just seconds. So let's try another example. Let's say, for example, I don't know, something more generic like golf. So 283 movies there. Another one could be, let's say for example, Bigfoot. Bigfoot could be another one. That could be a particular niche you can get into. And it's really nice too, is you can click on the link here to see the exact movie, to see if it actually would resonate with your audience. And you can also search Google, and there's also sometimes links in the description that takes you over to the Internet Movie Database as well. So this tool is very powerful, and I've really found some golden nuggets in here when you're trying to do some really targeted niche specific stuff. In the books tool, you can actually extract book titles as well as magazine titles that you could use as interest. And this has been a thing that marketers have been doing for a long time. Like targeting magazines and book titles is very powerful when you're trying to find high converting ads in Facebook. So let's say, for example, let's just go after something pretty generic like hunting. And so quickly go through here and get some titles for different hunting books so that you can target people that maybe have some sort of product related to hunting or survival or preppers or, you know, t-shirts or something like that, right? So this is very powerful. And again, you can go ahead and use a link to go take a look directly at that particular book. So it gives you the information of that book. Or you can actually go right to a preview of the book and see what's inside of it, so you can see if it really resonates with your audience. So that's another really powerful tool. A very powerful technique within Facebook advertising is trying to target website names. For example, like PGA Tour or PGA.com or health.com or something like that. And in some cases, that website will show up in here. Let's try health.com or com. You cannot have a period in here, so it's basically the website without the period. So you can see this comes up, and you got 2.5 million people for that particular website. The problem with that is there's got to be other domains that are related to that. So we've created this tool called sites. It's basically similar sites. Let's go ahead and type in pga.com. So you type in a website name that's related to your audience, or related to what you're targeting, and it comes up with a whole bunch of domains that are similar to this one. Now here comes the real power. It gave you 21 sites, but the problem here is when you're typing in actual website names, you'll have to type in like literally hundreds before you find one that's actually in there. And that's really hard to do and very time consuming, but I can tell you it's worth the time. If you find one that's in there, you won't believe the you know, how well those ads will convert to that audience. It's quite amazing. So I really want to make a way to make that really fast and easy. So check this out. All you have to do is just select all the ones that are here, and now I'll do a second level search. So I'll go and see all the similar sites for those sites in here, and you'll quickly see just how fast this software works and builds a list of possible targets that are actual website domains. And take a look at this. We're already at 400. You know, can you imagine doing this manually? Going to Google and trying to type in your keyword and find all the domains? It'd take you forever, right? And you can even do it one more time if you want. You can go as many levels deep as you want. Another thing too is sometimes the www will be included at the beginning of the actual domain without the period. Sometimes, but not always. So we've added this little button here. If you click that, boom, it adds a www at the beginning of all those words and puts them into your list. So now you can right click and copy all targets, and you can see if any of those domains will show up. Usually the case, not that many will, but you'll find some in here that maybe will be so powerful. Like, I can't tell you how awesome that tool is, and it saves you so much time. And you can even just click on the little Alexa link here to see the corresponding data for a given website. So that particular website didn't have anything there. Let's say, for example, this one here. So then you get a little bit more information about that particular website to see if it's going to be a good target for your ads. So you can get all sorts of stuff here, like your demographics, also additional keywords, all sorts of cool stuff, the trend, the traffic trend over time. That's a very powerful tool. And the last tool we integrated is the ability to extract brand names from Amazon. So this is very powerful. And again, it's using the fishing niche here. We can go ahead and select a category, let's say in electronics, click go, and it will extract a bunch of brand names that you could possibly target in your ads. And that's very powerful when you're trying to target, let's say, selling a t-shirt for a fishing audience, and what you do is you go after the electronic devices that they would actually use when they're fishing. So it's a very powerful thing, and a lot of people don't really think about this, but we've had some ads that really had some high conversions by using this technique. Now there's a lot more to this software, but there's one little thing I do want to show you here. We've integrated something called Power Keywords. These are just a set of keywords that you can save that you want to utilize during all your searches with all these tools. And these are what I like to call powerful keywords. And you can see in here, we have some pre-built ones in here as defaults, like association, foundation. All these kind of words are very powerful. Let me demonstrate how you can use this list in the Fan Pages tool. What you do is you click this little button here. It brings up the multiple searches window. Type in the word nurse and click Power Keywords, and boom, you will add the power keywords to the end of your main seed keyword, and now you can go ahead and search all of those at once inside of Facebook, and it's finding all the fan pages related to Nurse Association, Nurse Foundation, Nurse Federation, Nurse Society. So this is extremely powerful, and this helps you really dive into highly targeted interest keywords that, again, you would never have dreamed of they even existed. So that's another really powerful tool we've integrated. Now, if you decide to grab a copy of the Interest Architect software through this offer, we're also going to be offering you a free bonus software that I call Social Post Browser. And this is a really powerful little tool that will help you basically uncover ads on Facebook so you can do some more research for all sorts of stuff. Let's say you're looking for t-shirt ads in Teespring, or CPA offers offering gift cards, or let's say you want to look at physical products from Etsy or Bonanza or Cafe Press, or maybe you want to analyze someone's full funnel within, say, leadpages.net or ClickFunnels. Let me just quickly show you that software. It's really simple to use, and it also works on both a Mac and a PC software. PC. So all you have to do is basically select your niche keyword, and you can optionally add a site in here. Let's just use a t-shirt, for example. Let's go teespring.com, and you can type in the word buy or fan just to be generic. And then I want to just search in all posts, but you can actually search in everything if you'd like. And then you just click search, and boom, it all shows up in Facebook. So now you can look through like ads that are being shared. Like, look at this one, 239 likes, and it was just posted 15 hours ago. So it's just basically kind of an easy way to spy on Facebook, to see all these different ads, and you can go model from. It's really, really powerful. And you can look at different video ads, photo posts, all sorts of wicked stuff here. You can see all these different ads coming up. This really helps you look at these. And what's nice is a lot of these ads are hidden from the search engines, and they're like hidden from your news feed, but using this software you can quickly find them. Another example could be, let's say you're looking for a gift card, and you're trying to find like CPA offers, cost per action. Type in like win gift card or something like that, and click search all, and you can quickly go in here. You can find a whole bunch of ads related to that. There's one here, and then you can reverse engineer it. You can see how they're actually earning money from people doing an action, like filling in something. So it's a very powerful little feature there as well. Another real cool way I like using this is, let's say I'm selling a t-shirt on Teespring. Well, why not look at other networks like Viral Style or T-Chip? T-Chip seems to be a new one that's out right now, so type in tchip.com and you can do like, something specific like Broncos. If you're doing NFL, click search, and now you can check out all these different shirts they're selling. And then what you do is you can go out and sort of model what these guys are doing and make one on Teespring or Viral Style or something like that. So very powerful. Really fun little piece of software to play with, honestly. And one way I love doing this is, I work in the internet marketing business, so I always like looking at other people's funnels. How do they collect leads from Facebook? Well, one way you can do that is just by typing in leadpages.net in here. And as we all know, Leadpages is a leader in creating lead capture pages. So click that, and you can come in here and you can see a bunch of different basic funnels. Like here's a full funnel. You can probably click on that and you can see the landing page, and you can go in and sign up for the webinar and see how they sell you a product and model something like this in your funnels that you want to start promoting on Facebook. Another one, 3 internet marketing tools. Another one to do here is like say ClickFunnels is another network. You can see a bunch of different funnels from ClickFunnels. That's pretty cool. Another feature I want to show you in here, one last thing, is you have the ability to save your searches. So you're not, because you got to realize that ads are going to change pretty much every second. There's new ads coming out because there's thousands of promoters. So coming in here and entering your search phrases every single time can be a pain in the butt. So if you just click this button here, there's a saved searches window. So let's say I want to look on Teespring. Just double click that and it will just show up in your box there. Or let's say you want to look at leadpages.net, or you want to save something there. So you say you want to look for nurses and you want to save this. Just click this, click the little plus button, and boom, it's saved in your saved searches. And now all you got to do is double click to bring it back in there, and now you can search. So that makes it really fast and just a handy way to keep your searches saved within the software. Now we're currently not selling this software to the public, so if you go to interestarchitect.com, you'll see that you can't buy it there. And when we do launch it to the public, we're going to be releasing this at $147, a lifetime access, and we may be offering monthly payment programs and stuff like that. But right now, what we want to do is release this privately and exclusively on this page that you're looking at right now for just $97. So we're slashing $50 off the price, and it's a one-time fee. You'll never pay again. It's just one time. There's no recurring at all. But if you don't act now, then you may miss out on this offer. As with most of my offers, they always run out, so it's really important that you grab this right now before we start increasing the price and adding a recurring model to this. And in addition to getting both of the software programs, which are available both in Mac and PC, you'll also be getting help video tutorials that come along with each software that will explain in more detail on how to use it to really increase your Facebook marketing. I want to thank you for watching this short presentation, and I highly recommend taking action now before this offer ends. Thanks again, and we'll see you on the other side.